open your closet. Now imagine it with half the clothes but twice the style. Sounds impossible? Today I'm going to show you exactly how to make that happen. After decades of collecting, our wardrobes often become museums of our past rather than tools for our present. But what if your closet could be both organized and filled only with pieces you actually love to wear? Welcome to the 9 types of clothes you should declutter now. I'm delighted you've joined me today for this journey toward a more simplified, stylish wardrobe that truly serves you at this wonderful stage of life. Let's be honest, decluttering clothes after 60 isn't just about creating physical space. Those garments represent decades of memories, milestones, and different chapters of our lives. Some pieces might have been with us through career achievements, family celebrations, or significant life transitions. That's why this process requires both practical wisdom and emotional intelligence. But here's what I've discovered. Holding on to clothes that no longer serve us actually weighs us down, physically and mentally. When we release what's no longer useful, we create space for what truly matters now. Today, I'll guide you through identifying 9 specific categories of clothing that most women over 60 can confidently declutter. For each category, I'll explain why these items typically no longer serve us, how to identify them in your own wardrobe, and practical advice for letting them go. By the end of our time together, you'll have clear criteria for making decisions about your clothes, freeing yourself from the burden of an overcrowded closet while creating a wardrobe that's functional, flattering, and brings you joy every day. Let's start with the first category that most of us can declutter immediately. Clothes that simply don't fit properly anymore. Let's begin with perhaps the most important category to declutter. Clothes that simply don't fit your body as it is today. This isn't about judgment. It's about honoring yourself exactly as you are right now. Our bodies naturally change throughout our lives, and especially after 60. We may have different proportions, a shifted weight distribution, or changes in posture. These changes are completely normal, but they mean that clothes that fit perfectly a decade ago might not serve us well today. Many women hold on to clothes from their 40s or 50s, hoping to fit into them again someday. But I want to suggest a more empowering approach, dressing the body you have today, with all the wisdom and experience it carries. After 60, most women experience several physical changes that affect how clothes fit. Waistlines may soften, shoulders might narrow or round slightly, and height can decrease by an inch or more over time. Bone density changes can alter our proportions, and hormonal shifts can redistribute weight. These changes don't diminish your beauty, they're simply part of life's journey. But they do mean that garments cut for a different body shape may no longer enhance your natural assets. Here are 5 clear signs that a garment no longer fits properly. First, any clothing that causes physical discomfort. If you find yourself adjusting it frequently, if seams dig into your skin, or if you feel restricted when moving naturally. Second, garments that pull or strain across any area, creating stress lines in the fabric, especially across the chest, back, or hips. Third, clothes that sag or bag in places they shouldn't, like drooping shoulders, excess fabric in the waist, or pants that bunch at the ankles. Fourth, items you constantly tug at or adjust when wearing them. If you're always pulling up a neckline or tugging down a hemline, that's your body telling you something. Finally, clothes that make you feel self-conscious rather than confident. If you find yourself thinking more about your outfit than about the conversation you're having, that garment isn't serving you well. Here's a simple 3-step fit test to apply to each garment as you decide what to keep. Step 1. Put the garment on and stand naturally in front of a mirror. Don't adjust your posture to make the clothing look better. Step 2. Move around as you normally would. Sit down, reach up, bend over slightly. Does the garment accommodate these movements comfortably? Step 3. Ask yourself honestly, if I saw this in a store today exactly as it fits me now, would I purchase it? If the answer is no, it's probably time to let it go. Remember, alterations can sometimes transform an ill-fitting garment into a perfect one. Items made of quality fabric with good construction might be worth tailoring. But be selective. Alterations make sense for investment pieces, not for everything in your wardrobe. When you wear clothes that truly fit your current body, remarkable things happen. You appear more polished and put together without extra effort. You feel more comfortable and confident throughout the day. And perhaps most importantly, you send yourself the message that you deserve to look and feel your best, exactly as you are right now. Well-fitting clothes can actually make you appear more youthful than squeezing into something too small or drowning in oversized garments. The right fit creates proportion and balance, enhancing your natural assets. Today's action step is to select one category in your closet, perhaps pants or button-up shirts, and try on each piece, applying our 3-step fit test. Be honest but kind with yourself during this process. Create 3 piles: fits perfectly, needs alterations, and time to release. For the release pile, consider whether these items can be donated to benefit someone else. Remember that letting go of clothes that no longer fit isn't giving up. It's making room for garments that truly serve and celebrate you as you are today. Now that we've tackled ill-fitting clothes, let's address another category that often takes up significant space in many women's closets after 60: outdated professional attire. Whether you've recently retired or have been enjoying post-work life for years, those blazers, structured dresses, and formal suits from your career days might still be occupying prime real estate in your wardrobe. Today, we'll explore how to thoughtfully transition these pieces out of your closet, or in some cases, repurpose them for your current lifestyle. Retirement represents a significant lifestyle change that should be reflected in your closet. Many of us spent decades building professional wardrobes that projected authority and competence. We invested in quality pieces and developed a work uniform that served us well. But ask yourself, how often in the past year have you actually worn that tailored suit or those formal office dresses? If the answer is rarely or never, it's a clear sign that these pieces no longer align with your daily life. Your wardrobe should reflect who you are today, not who you were in your working years. This doesn't mean abandoning sophistication or style. Rather, it means embracing clothes that suit your current activities and priorities. Not all professional wear needs to leave your closet. Consider retaining. First, versatile pieces that can be styled casually. A well-cut blazer can work wonderfully over jeans for lunch with friends. A simple sheath dress might be perfect for special occasions with different accessories. Second, items made of exceptional quality or with timeless design that still fit well and bring you joy. Third, a small selection of more formal attire if you serve on boards, attend fundraisers, or participate in activities requiring business casual dress. The key is to be selective and honest about your actual lifestyle needs, not hypothetical scenarios. Items to consider releasing include dated power suits with exaggerated shoulders or overly formal styles that feel out of step with current fashion. Specialty career wear, specific to your former profession, that serves no purpose in your current life. Duplicates and multiples. Perhaps you needed 5 similar black pantsuits when working, but 1 or 2 would suffice now. Items with visible wear like shine at the elbows, faded colors, or outdated cuts that wouldn't be flattering even in casual settings. Before deciding what to release, consider how some pieces might be transformed. Professional blouses can often work well with casual pants or skirts. Quality cardigans and sweaters from your workdays may integrate perfectly into your casual wardrobe. Classic pumps with moderate heels might still be appropriate for special occasions. The trick is to separate the truly versatile pieces from those that are unmistakably office clothes, with no place in your current life. For many women, professional clothing represents decades of achievement, hard work, and identity. If you're feeling resistant to letting go, acknowledge these feelings. Consider keeping 1 or 2 signature pieces as mementos of your career, perhaps framing a special scarf or keeping your favorite power suit. Remember, though, your accomplishments and professional identity remain with you even when the clothes are gone. The confidence, skills, and wisdom you develop throughout your career are part of who you are, not what hangs in your closet. Professional clothes in good condition are perfect for donation to organizations that help women entering or returning to the workforce. Programs like Dress for Success provide business attire to women seeking employment who cannot afford appropriate interview clothes. Knowing your carefully selected work wardrobe is helping another woman advance her career can make the separation much more meaningful. It transforms the process from letting go to passing forward. Now that we've addressed your professional wardrobe, let's step into our third category, quite literally, uncomfortable shoes that may be secretly sabotaging your comfort and mobility. Those stilettos might look stunning in your closet, but if they haven't been worn in years because they hurt after 10 minutes, it's time for an honest conversation about foot health and comfort after 60. Our feet change significantly with age. Arches may flatten, width often increases, and cushioning naturally diminishes. After decades of supporting us, our feet deserve shoes that respect these changes. Foot pain isn't just about discomfort. It affects your posture, balance, and willingness to stay active. When your feet hurt, your whole body knows it. Prioritizing foot health isn't vanity. It's essential self-care that impacts your overall mobility and independence. Consider letting go of high heels over 2 inches that throw your body alignment off balance and compress your toes. Narrow toe boxes that squeeze your forefoot. Remember, toes need space to spread naturally for proper balance. Shoes with completely flat soles that offer no arch support. Any footwear that causes pain, numbness, or requires a breaking-in period that never seems to end. Heavy shoes that increase fatigue during walking. Shoes you've kept just for sitting occasions. If you can't comfortably walk in them, they don't deserve your closet space. Stylish alternatives that support you. Comfortable doesn't mean sacrificing style. Today's footwear market offers beautiful options with modest heel heights, 1 to 1.5 inches, that provide elevation without compromising stability. Cushioned insoles that absorb shock and reduce pressure on joints. Wider toe boxes in fashionable designs that allow proper toe alignment. Adjustable features like straps or laces to accommodate foot changes throughout the day. Lightweight materials that don't add unnecessary burden to each step. For each pair in your closet, ask 3 simple questions. Could I comfortably walk half a mile in these shoes? Do my feet feel as good when I take them off as when I put them on? Would I purchase these today, knowing what I now know about foot health? If you answer no to any of these questions, it's likely time to thank those shoes for their service and let them go. With your feet now properly supported, let's open that part of your closet where formal dresses, cocktail attire, and special occasion outfits have been patiently waiting, sometimes for years, for their moment to shine again. Many of us have a collection of just-in-case formal wear taking up valuable closet space. These pieces often represent significant investments and memories, making them particularly challenging to evaluate objectively. Take a moment to consider your current lifestyle and social calendar. How many formal events have you actually attended in the past 2 years? For most women over 60, the answer reveals a disconnect between the formal wear we keep and the occasions we actually attend. Our social calendars naturally evolve as we age. The frequent formal work functions, charity galas, or elaborate weddings of earlier decades often give way to more casual gatherings. Yet our closets haven't always caught up with this reality. Consider letting go of occasion-specific outfits for events you no longer attend, like formal business dinners or black tie galas. Dated formal styles that would make you feel out of place if worn today. Fashion evolves, and what felt elegant a decade ago might now feel conspicuously outdated. Pieces that required specific undergarments or accessories you no longer own or wish to wear. Items that suited a different climate or season in your life, like heavy velvet gowns if you've relocated to a warmer region. Formal wear that no longer fits your body or aesthetic preferences. For most women in their 60s and beyond, a streamlined approach works well. Maintain just 1 or 2 versatile special occasion outfits that can be adapted with different accessories. A well-cut black dress, an elegant pantsuit, or a beautiful top with formal trousers can serve multiple functions across various events. This approach saves not only closet space but also the stress of shopping for new formal wear when an occasion does arise. If you're holding on to a particular formal piece for sentimental reasons, perhaps a mother-of-the-bride dress or an outfit worn to a significant celebration, consider whether the garment itself needs to be preserved, or if the memory could be honored differently. Taking a quality photograph of the outfit before letting it go, preserving just a swatch of the fabric, or creating a memory book of special occasion photos allows you to honor the memory without sacrificing valuable closet space. Special occasion clothes in good condition can bring joy to others through donation. Organizations like Becca's Closet provide formal wear to young women who cannot afford prom dresses. Theater groups often welcome formal wear donations for their costume departments. Knowing your carefully selected pieces will create new memories for someone else can make letting go a positive experience rather than a loss. Now that we've addressed special occasion wear, let's turn our attention to perhaps the most practical category to evaluate: high-maintenance clothing items that demand significant time, energy, or expense to keep wearable. At this stage of life, many women are reconsidering how they spend their time and resources. Clothing that requires extensive care might have been worth the effort during earlier decades, but now deserves fresh evaluation based on your current priorities. High-maintenance garments carry three significant costs beyond their purchase price: time spent on care, mental energy devoted to remembering special instructions, and ongoing financial expense for specialized cleaning. Ask yourself, is the enjoyment or function this garment provides worth these ongoing investments? Could that time, mental energy, and money be directed toward activities and relationships that matter more to you now? Consider evaluating dry clean-only items, especially those requiring frequent cleaning, garments that need ironing before each wear, delicate fabrics prone to snags, pulls, or special washing requirements, white or light-colored items that need frequent stain treatment, pieces with embellishments that complicate washing or require repairs, clothing with complex storage needs to maintain shape or prevent damage. For each maintenance-heavy piece, ask yourself, how often have I actually worn this in the past year? Many high-maintenance items remain unworn, precisely because their care requirements create a barrier to use. Is there a similar-looking, easier-care alternative available? Today's fabric technology often provides low-maintenance options that mimic the look of more demanding materials. Does caring for this item feel like a burden or a pleasure? Some special pieces may be worth the effort if you genuinely enjoy their care as a mindful practice. Consider replacing high-maintenance favorites with washable silk or silk alternatives that offer similar drape and feel. Wrinkle-resistant cotton blends instead of pure cotton that needs ironing. Knits that hold their shape without special blocking or storage. Darker colors or patterns that camouflage minor stains between washings. Quality synthetic blends engineered for easy care with natural feel. Many women report a sense of freedom after releasing high-maintenance clothing. Your wardrobe should serve you, not create additional work or worry. Remember that simplifying care requirements doesn't mean lowering your standards for how you present yourself. Rather, it means making intentional choices that align with your current life values and energy allocation. Consider whether the time saved from maintaining complex garments might be better invested in activities that bring greater meaning and joy at this stage of life. Now that we've addressed high-maintenance items, let's explore a category that often lingers in our closets: trendy pieces from years past that no longer enhance your natural beauty or reflect your personal style. Fashion trends come and go, but true style is timeless. While some vintage elements can be charmingly retro, others simply appear outdated and can unintentionally age us rather than complement our current selves. There's an important distinction between enduring classics and expired trends. Classic pieces like a well-cut blazer, quality denim, or a simple sheath dress transcend seasons and years. They remain relevant and flattering regardless of changing fashion cycles. Trends, however, have a defined lifespan. Those distinctive patterns, unusual cuts, or exaggerated silhouettes that were everywhere for a season or two eventually become visual timestamps that can look out of step with current aesthetics. Consider reassessing highly distinctive prints that were popular in specific decades. Extreme silhouettes, overly boxy, excessively flared, or dramatically oversized. Very prominent hardware, buckles, or embellishments that defined a particular era. Unusual collar or sleeve treatments that immediately signal a specific time period. Distinctive colorways that haven't stood the test of time. Exaggerated proportions in any direction. Too tight, too loose, too short, or too long. When evaluating potentially dated items, try this straightforward approach. Put on the garment with simple, current accessories and look in a full-length mirror. Notice where your eye goes first. Does it go to you or to the clothing item? If the garment draws attention away from your face and figure to itself, it may be overpowering you rather than enhancing your natural attributes. Ask yourself, does this item make me look current and vibrant, or does it reference a version of myself from decades past? Instead of chasing trends, consider investing in pieces with simple, clean lines that flatter your current body shape, quality fabrics that drape well and maintain their appearance, versatile colors that complement your skin tone, hair, and eyes, proportions that work with your height and frame, subtle details that add interest without overwhelming. These elements create a foundation of elegance that transcends fleeting fashion cycles, allowing you to add small trending accessories if desired, without committing to entire outfits that will soon look dated. Not all older pieces need to go. True vintage items of quality can be stunning when they're beautifully made with exceptional materials. They complement rather than fight your current body shape. They're styled in contemporary ways rather than as head-to-toe period looks. They reflect elements of your authentic personal style, not just a moment in fashion history. Now we arrive at perhaps the most challenging category: clothing items we keep not for their function, but for the memories they hold. Sentimental pieces that rarely, if ever, leave the closet. By our 60s, we've accumulated garments that tell the story of our lives. A special dress from a child's wedding, a sweater knitted by a loved one, or a jacket from a memorable trip. While these items hold genuine emotional value, they often occupy physical and mental space that could better serve our present lives. Our attachment to certain garments goes far beyond their material value. These pieces serve as tangible connections to important moments, relationships, and chapters of our lives. Yet there's an important distinction to recognize. The memories themselves live in our hearts and minds, not in the physical objects. The garment is a trigger for the memory, not the memory itself. This understanding can help us approach sentimental decluttering with both respect for our emotional connections and clarity about what truly serves us now. When assessing sentimental items, consider these questions. Does this piece bring me genuine joy when I see it, or does it evoke complicated emotions like guilt or sadness? If I keep only 20% of my sentimental clothes, would this item make that curated collection? Am I keeping this out of love or out of obligation and difficulty letting go? Does storing this item honor the memory, or would the memory be better served in another way? Is this piece preventing me from fully living in the present? For truly special pieces you decide not to keep intact, consider these alternatives. Photograph the item professionally before letting it go, creating a digital or printed memory book that takes up minimal space. Transform a portion of the fabric into something new, a memory quilt square, framed fabric art, or a small keepsake like a stuffed animal or ornament. Share the story, and then pass cherished pieces to family members who might use and appreciate them now. Keep one representative item from a category instead of the entire collection, one concert t-shirt instead of 20, for example. Consider designating a specific, limited space for purely sentimental items, perhaps one memory box or a single shelf. This creates a natural boundary that honors significant pieces while preventing sentimental storage from overtaking your living space. When space is limited, we naturally become more selective, keeping only the most meaningful items rather than everything that carries any emotional attachment. Many women report feeling unburdened after thoughtfully processing sentimental clothes. By keeping only the most significant pieces and finding alternative ways to honor other memories, you create both physical and emotional space for your present life. Remember that releasing an item doesn't diminish the importance of the memory it represents. Sometimes the most respectful way to honor the past is to make conscious choices about what deserves space in your present. Now that we've addressed the emotional challenge of sentimental clothing, let's turn to a practical issue that affects nearly every wardrobe: the accumulation of duplicates and multiples that consume space without adding versatility. When we find something that works, a perfect white t-shirt, comfortable black pants, or flattering sweater, it's natural to acquire multiples. Over time, however, these well-intentioned duplicates can overtake our closets, creating unnecessary bulk and limiting our wardrobe creativity. The tendency to collect multiples often stems from legitimate concerns. Fear of not finding that perfect item again, wanting backups for favorites, or responding to the bargain reflex when we spot a sale on something we already own and enjoy. While buying multiples might seem practical in the moment, over time it leads to crowded closets, decision fatigue when getting dressed, and ironically, less versatility despite having more clothes. Take a look for these typical duplicate collections. Basic tops in nearly identical colors and cuts. Multiple black pants with only subtle differences. Several coats or jackets serving the same function. Numerous scarves or accessories in similar colors. Shoes with only slight variations in style. Sweaters or cardigans in the same basic silhouette. For each category of clothing, consider what's actually necessary. How many days per week do you truly wear this type of item? How often do you do laundry? What's the realistic lifespan of this item with regular wear? For most women over 60, these questions reveal we need far fewer items than we keep. 3 to 5 of any basic item is typically sufficient, while 1 or 2 of more specialized pieces is usually ample. When choosing which multiples to keep, retain the items in the best condition. Keep the ones that fit most comfortably right now. Select diverse colors that coordinate with multiple other pieces. Choose the highest quality versions when possible. Keep the ones you reach for first when given a choice. Instead of multiple similar items, consider building intentional variety. Rather than 5 nearly identical navy sweaters, choose 1 crewneck, 1 V-neck, and 1 cardigan in navy. Instead of multiple black pants in the same style, select 1 tailored pair, 1 casual pair, and 1 pull-on style. For basic tees, choose varied necklines and sleeve lengths rather than multiples of the exact same style. Moving forward, consider adopting this sustainable approach. When you purchase a new item that serves the same function as something you already own, let go of its predecessor. This maintains equilibrium in your wardrobe and ensures everything you own gets regular use. We've now reached our final category, one that ties everything together. Clothing that simply doesn't align with your current lifestyle, activities, and preferences. Our lives at 60 and beyond often look quite different from earlier decades. We may have transitioned from corporate settings to creative pursuits, moved to different climates, developed new hobbies, or shifted our social patterns. Yet our wardrobes sometimes remain frozen in time, filled with clothes for a life we no longer lead. The lifestyle wardrobe disconnect. Take a moment to consider how you actually spend your time now. What activities fill your typical week? What environments do you regularly navigate? What practical needs does your current life present? Now look at your closet with fresh eyes. Does it contain primarily clothes that serve these current activities, or is it still stocked for a life you once lived but have since moved beyond? Watch for these typical disconnects. Corporate wear when you've embraced a casual retirement. Resort clothing for trips you no longer take regularly. Specialized hobby wear for activities you've set aside. Climate-inappropriate clothing after relocating. Heavy structured clothing when your preference has shifted to comfort. Complex outfits when your style has evolved towards simplicity. The weekly wear inventory. Try this revealing exercise. For the past month, what percentage of your clothes did you actually wear? Many women are surprised to discover they regularly use less than 20% of their wardrobe, while the remaining 80% serves theoretical needs or past lifestyles. Your clothing should reflect your life as it is today, not as it once was, or as you sometimes wish it might be. Aspirational clothing rarely serves us well. Consider keeping clothes proportional to actual activities. If you spend 70% of your time in casual settings, roughly 70% of your wardrobe should be casual wear. Maintaining a small, curated collection for less frequent activities rather than extensive options for rare occasions. Embracing your authentic preferences rather than what you should wear. If you've always disliked certain colors or styles, give yourself permission to finally let them go. Acknowledging when a lifestyle change is permanent rather than temporary and adjusting your wardrobe accordingly. This final category offers an opportunity not just to declutter, but to rediscover or redefine your personal style. What colors genuinely make you feel vibrant and confident now? Which silhouettes complement your current body and movement needs? What fabrics feel good against your skin and support your comfort? How much variety truly enhances your life versus creating decision fatigue? The answers create a framework for a wardrobe that genuinely serves and expresses who you are today. Many women report that aligning their wardrobes with actual lives feels profoundly liberating. When your closet accurately reflects who you are and how you live now, getting dressed becomes simpler, more joyful, and an authentic expression of your current self, rather than a negotiation with your past. Before we wrap up completely, I want to share some valuable bonus tips about what to do with all those items you've now decided to release from your wardrobe. Decluttering is only half the journey. How you responsibly dispose of unwanted clothing matters too. Let's explore some meaningful ways to give your clothes a second life while minimizing environmental impact. Thoughtful donation options. When donating clothes, consider these targeted options that match specific categories we've discussed. Professional wear. Organizations like Dress for Success help women entering the workforce who need interview and workplace attire. Special occasion wear. Programs such as Becca's Closet provide formal dresses to teens who cannot afford prom attire. Everyday basics in good condition. Local women's shelters often need practical clothing for clients rebuilding their lives. Research organizations in your area and call ahead to confirm their current needs. This ensures your donations truly help rather than overwhelm these services. Selling options for quality pieces. For higher value items in excellent condition, consider consignment shops specializing in mature women's clothing, online platforms like ThredUp, Poshmark, or eBay. Local Facebook marketplace groups focused on your demographic. Community clothing swaps, where you might exchange unwanted items for useful ones. The funds from sold items can help refresh your wardrobe with a few well-chosen new pieces that better serve your current lifestyle. For items too worn or damaged for donation, many H&M and North Face stores offer textile recycling programs. Earth911.com can help locate textile recycling facilities near you. Some animal shelters accept old t-shirts and soft fabrics for bedding. Consider repurposing truly worn items as cleaning rags before discarding. Remember that even stained or damaged natural fiber clothing can often be recycled rather than sent to landfill. To prevent future clutter buildup, consider implementing a one-in, one-out rule for new purchases. Schedule seasonal wardrobe reviews to catch items before they become unworn for years. Keep a small donation bag in your closet for immediate decluttering when you notice something no longer serves you. Take photos of outfits you love to create a visual reference that helps avoid duplicate purchases. The way we release clothes from our lives can be as meaningful as how we acquire them. By thoughtfully finding new homes for items that no longer serve us, we extend their useful life and reduce our environmental footprint. We've now explored all 9 categories of clothing that deserve thoughtful decluttering. Let's bring everything together and talk about your next steps. Each category represents an opportunity, not just to create physical space, but to align your wardrobe with who you are today and what truly serves you at this wonderful stage of life. Women who thoughtfully declutter these categories consistently report more ease and joy in daily dressing. Rediscovery of favorite pieces previously hidden among the excess, greater confidence in their appearance, simplified laundry and maintenance routines, and a renewed sense of personal style that feels authentic and current. I encourage you to begin with just one category that resonated most strongly with you today. Set aside a 2-hour window this week to focus exclusively on that category, using the criteria we've discussed. Your wardrobe should celebrate who you are now, your wisdom, your journey, and your authentic self. You deserve clothing that supports your current life with both function and joy. I'd love to hear about your decluttering journey in the comments below. Which category will you tackle first? What insights emerged as you considered your wardrobe through these new perspectives? Your experience might inspire someone else taking this important step. If you found this guidance helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more content on creating a vibrant, simplified lifestyle after 60. Thank you for joining me today. Until next time.